Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I was sitting on a bench one time, and it had a little label on it, and the label said that bench was made out of milk cartons, and I'm sure you've seen the same thing in your lifetime, and it's become part of what we understand about our world, but it was kind of a bitter, not a bitter pill, but a hard pill to swallow, I guess you might want to say. I mean, how many years ago did we not recycle anything? And now we are really, I think most of us are trying to recycle. And I think some of the utilities that collect the garbage, etc., they've set up, like in this town, we don't have to separate things anymore. We can just put it all in one bin, all the recyclables, and then somehow they separate them. Mm-hmm. So recycling obviously is a good idea. This is one of those bipartisan, non-political ideas is a better way to say that. We don't argue about this. Everybody understands the importance of recycling. Allyson Wilson is our guest. She's a green living expert. She's an anchor and reporter for Fox News in Washington, D.C., and she's the director of the Plastics Division of the American Chemistry Council, speaking to us today about the benefits of recycling. America Recycles Day is tomorrow, right? Yep. Allyson Wilson. Good morning, Allyson.
Hi, Larry. Good morning. Hi, Robin.
Hi.
How are you doing? Where are you calling from?
Oh, we are in lovely Washington, D.C. this morning.
Oh, wow. And how's the weather there today? Nice?
You know, it is, though I think we are due for rain a little later, but it's, crisp and nice this morning.
Do you know one of the things that I think is another development in the whole recycling world is the development of plastics that are biodegradable, and I guess they don't get recycled. Is that correct?
You know, I'm really glad you brought that up because so bioplastics are an interesting and exciting area for plastics. They do have like certain applications that they are better suited for. One of the problems with bioplastics is that because they are made to biodegrade, at least certain types of bioplastics, they are incompatible with the recycling stream, and in fact they can contaminate the recycling stream.
Oh, really?
Yes, and so there are two things. So there's bioplastics, and that's just a plastic that's made from like a natural source. So if you're using corn to make plastic, that's a bioplastic, and in theory, once a chemical process makes it into plastic, it's indistinguishable from plastic made with natural gas. But then if we're talking biodegradable, something that in theory would degrade in the environment under certain conditions, that is incompatible with recycling infrastructure. So we stay away from putting biodegradable plastics in our recycling bin.
Okay. Now, do we have a way of, because I don't think I've ever seen anything that is labeled biodegradable plastic. Or a warning, please do not put in with your recyclables.
Oh, really? I have. I usually see it when I see like a biodegradable plastic bag.
Oh,
okay. Oh my gosh!
Does it say on there?
I know. I think I maybe have dropped the ball on this one. Maybe I need to read the labels closer.
Yeah, I mean, I have definitely seen a plastic bag that is biodegradable. But I think you're right. I don't think I saw a very visible warning about keeping it out of the recycling stream.
Because in our town, we have recycling pails, I guess you would say, that go out. You have a garbage pail, and that's where you put everything that's not recyclable. And I always question that because I'm not really always sure. But then the other one is the metal cans and the
cardboard spaghetti boxes and stuff like that.
And then the plastic milk carton, that kind of stuff. So they all go together, and I guess the city separates them.
Yeah, so a lot of communities are moving toward single-stream recycling, and that's where, in an effort to just sort of get as many materials as they can, they just encourage residents to commingle all of their recyclables. And that's, I mean, if that's the approach that they want to take, that certainly requires, either mechanical sortation that can separate the items, or, they have labor that separates the item.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, but is there a number that you can tell us? Is like how many gallons of oil have we not needed because of recycling, or do you know any numbers that can maybe kind of impress us? Because you've been doing this a long time.
Yeah, I don't offhand. In America, I can tell you most of our plastics come from natural gas, but I don't have the numbers, on hand. What I do know is that when we make the effort to get the plastics into the recycling bin, we certainly see them come back as second-generation products, and that helps to reduce the raw materials that we're using, and we end up using less and creating less greenhouse gas emissions. And especially now in the U.S., we're really seeing a surge in the number of brands and products that incorporate recycled content, because there's sort of a recognition that Americans want to feel good about the products that they buy, in respect to knowing that they are a little more sustainable. What I mean? So right now, I know we're on radio, but I'm surrounded by, jackets and backpacks and toys and shoes that are made with recycled content. And that's just a testament to the robust structure of our recycling infrastructure.
Can you recycle shoes like the Crocs because they're all rubber? Old tennis shoes because they have rubber and canvas on them. Can you recycle shoes? Throw that in your bin?
So the best thing to do, because communities are resourced differently. So, for example, what's accepted for recycling in Vermont, right, might not be recyclable in Milwaukee. So what the best guidance for everyone is to log on to your town or city's website and figure out what's taken in your curbside bin. I've traveled the country and seen a lot of different municipal recycling facilities, and it's funny, you might see that LA County takes one array of things because they have the resources to be able to process that, but then you might get to, I don't know, like Great Falls, Iowa or something, and they might not have the same capacity. So it's always a good idea to check locally and see what's accepted in your curbside bin. And then also, as we head into the holidays, and particularly because it is, we are coming up on America Recycles Day, it's a really good time to commit to recycling more. So over on our website, plasticsmakeitpossible.com, we have an array of recycling tips to get you recycling more, and also just information about recycling. If you want to know, like, what does this stuff go into? What's the difference between polypropylene and HDPE? We've got really good information like that.
Oh, good.
And then one other thing, your listeners might really be interested in knowing, so for plastic bags and plastic product overwrap, so that's wrap that comes on, like, your paper plates or your paper towels.
Right.
Yeah, the bags that your English
shrink
muffins.
wrap. We call it shrink wrap, right?
Yeah, or listen, hey, if you order a lot, like your shipping pillows from Amazon, your bubble wrap,
yes,
all stuff is recyclable, but it's generally not taken in your curbside bin. Instead, you take that to your local grocer or retailer, and those recycling bins they have out front of their store?
Right.
Put that material there, and that's the composite lumber. And I'll tell you why, because you guys have struck me as a really interested bunch in sort of the technical aspects of this. So most communities can't, the municipal recycling facility have this sortation equipment that's made to sort through rigid plastics, hard plastics. And so when you put your plastic bags and product wraps in your recycling bin and they end up in the MRF, it gums up that equipment.
Oh, wow.
And costs facilities millions of dollars a year to fix.
I never knew that.
No.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. So anyway, you take that back to the store, and you can find, listen, your local grocer, Harris Teeter, Safeway, again, Walmart, Target, Lowe's, all those major retailers have recycling bins right out front, and they take all that material.
Wow, so much we didn't know about this subject. Okay, Allyson, thank you for being on the air with us. Real quickly, what's the best website to learn more?
Sure. Head on over to plasticsmakeitpossible.com, and right now you can enter to win. We are celebrating America Recycles Day, so you can enter to win an array of products that contain recycled plastic.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Excellent. Wow. I do so much. I thought I knew everything there was pretty much about this subject, but I obviously don't know much. Allyson, thank you for being on the air with us today.
Thank you. Have a good week.
Thank you. You too. We will be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Monday, times of clouds and sun. There can be an afternoon shower in spots. Highs in the 70s. Monday night will be most